In this video, we will explore the differences between two different RPA tools. One is UiPath, the other is Microsoft Power Automate. The RPA platforms available in the it enables us to systematize numerous procedures without adding to our workload. UiPath, Blue Prism, Pennsylvania, NICE, other top RPA products. It enables the end user that low-level code be written directly in the automation. UiPath important features: drag and drop operation, high quality and reliable, AI-powered tools for automating tasks. Components can be set up in the clouds of Azure, Amazon, Google. It has a sizable library of community-based activities for issue. It gives the individual and the organization more flexibility. Control of data and improved AI. The community level of the orchestrators limits the number of robots on external platforms, not generally accessible. UiPath is very expensive than Power Automate with some hidden charges. Annually the charges. In this video, we will discuss how to trigger a Power Automate flow with ribbon button using JavaScript action. Log into Power Automate using make.powerautomate.com. Create an instant Cloudflow using when an HTTP request received trigger. Take when a HTTP request is received and save it to get the HTTP post URL and copy it. Copy the URL and save in Notepad for reference. Log into MSCRM and navigate to Advanced Settings. In Advanced Settings, navigate to Settings Customization Solutions. In Solutions, select solution that you want to customize. In the solution, navigate to Web Resource. Create a web resource using code. Save and publish the web resource. Now create a ribbon button. Create a new command with the JavaScript action and add the web resource to that command and pass the parameter as a primary control. Add the command to the ribbon button that we have created. Bench. Test the customizations in the app. Now see the flow trigger and retrieve the values of the input that we have given. In this video, we'll learn about using Power Automate to remove files from SharePoint. Here, we'll look at utilizing Microsoft Flow or Power Automate to delete files from a SharePoint folder. I have a SharePoint folder in this library, therefore, we'll make a flow that removes all of the files from it. Let's look at how to build a flow that would remove every file from the SharePoint folder. Select the manually triggered flow in Power Automate, then select the next step. Select the Get Files, Properties Only action so that we may now retrieve files from the SharePoint library. Then give the site's URL and the library's name. We are now going to remove every file from the SharePoint library, so choose the Delete File action option. Then, after entering the site address and the file identifier from the dynamic content, Apply will be added automatically to each action. Now, click Save and manually execute the flow to see files being erased from the SharePoint library. In this video, Power Automate provides us with different user input types like text, yes/no, file, email, number, date. Text files are used for string inputs. File is used for attachment of image files or any other types of files. Email is used to get email ID inputs from users. Number is used to get the numeric type of inputs from users. Create from the left side panel and click on Instant Cloudflow. Select Manually Trigger a Flow and click on Create. We have our manually triggered a flow created. Manually name it as yes/no as well as in the text box. Is this an urgent issue? Click on Add an input. Choose the file type of user input. Name it as image, the email type of user input. Name it as email ID. The number E. Choose the date type of user input. Name it as issue date. Select delay from actions and set count to 2 and unit to minute. Save and test the flow. This is how it will appear for all input types. Enter the details and run flow. In this video, we will see how to restore removed files in SharePoint with Power Automate. So, we will create a flow that will restore the removed file from Recycle Bin in SharePoint with retrieve a file from Recycle Bin in SharePoint. Now we will send an HTTP request to get a file from the Recycle Bin that we will restore later. Send an HTTP request. Then UiField provide the below API. We will filter the item that gets deleted from the list item. Select Filter Array action. The Parse JSON action that will return JSON. From this we will use the int of the file to restore. Provide body in the from field from the dynamic content, in schema and generate from sample, then provide the body of filter array. Now we will send an HTTP request to restore the file, so apply to each. Select Send an HTTP request to SharePoint action. Now in URI provide the below endpoint API and provide the item, which will automatically add apply to each action. So, I have deleted the file. Now you can see flow ran successfully.